So tomorrow marks my 2-year anniversary of moving to California, and in fact living in this house that I have been living with my friends. And I just want to say a couple things before we start. Thank you so much to my housemates for being there for me and supporting me, and just like honestly having the greatest time living with them. I am so eternally grateful. I don't think I would have this transition with anybody else to a new state. And I'm just like really, really grateful. I wanted to take some time and to be a little bit sentimental as I cut my little tier cake. I wanted to show you guys what this was, but this is a matcha cake I just made last night. It's a matcha cake and it has raspberry filling, two of my favorite flavors. I frosted it myself. It's my first time making like a baby little bento cake like this, but it's really cute. And inside, again, like I mentioned, it has raspberry in it. I got some raspberry preservatives from the store. All right, let's see. I should have put more filling, but that's what it looks like. Very cute. I hope that it's nice and moist. Yesterday when I was cooking it, or rather last night, they said it was moist, my housemates. So let's give it a try before I start to become very sentimental. It's actually not that bad. Yeah, this is pretty good. Wow, that was actually really, really good. I'm actually proud of myself. I think it would have been better if I ate it fresh because the more moist it is, the better. But this is not a bad job. It's actually pretty cute for my first time. But I wanted to take some time to be sentimental and think about like the time that has passed in my 2 years being here and just the memories and stuff. Again, I am very thankful to my housemates. I don't think that I would have gone through these 2 years without them because they have been supporting me either way with like my different jobs, different hospitals I've been to. In my 2 years of being here, I have been a travel nurse the entire time. If you don't know, you know. And I have been across 4 different hospitals, I would say. And I have been so fortunate that honestly, every single one has been so good to me that I get so sad about leaving, actually. My first year here, I was in one hospital for an entire year, one unit. I never changed, never floated. And it's crazy because I have never, ever in all my full time have stayed in a hospital for a year and on the same unit. So it was a really special moment to me at the time. And then I started working out more in other further jobs, more that I would have to drive like an hour out. And again, I have been blessed, and even till now, with hospitals that have been so good to me. Honestly, the best coworkers. Like, it kind of makes me want to stay even longer, and I hope that I can because I don't see myself sometimes working in any other place other than. So I'm very fortunate, and makes me not want to leave because I just love my coworkers so much. And the workload, it gets harder sometimes as time goes by. But again, when you have a good team at work, it just makes the time go by so fast, and it makes it more enjoyable because of the people that you spend most of your week with. So I am very thankful that I get to be in this travel nurse, lifestyle, that I can jump and see new hospitals and do different things. But I do think about the time in which I should possibly go full time, which might be next year, but as the time progresses until now, I've been enjoying my time, seeing different hospitals, exploring different parts of Southern California. It's just honestly been like a really good blessing, and I'm just so blessed. Now, with the job stuff out of the way, because I could go on so much about that, I might do like a travel nurse video someday because I had never made one even when I was on the East Coast. So definitely need to do that. Maybe like on my travel nurse like anniversary, I'll make like a nice little video. But I did want to talk about how glad I am for myself that I have decided to like move out. I moved out of my home, if you have been following the vlogs, in 2022 when I first travel nursed to New Jersey. And that was really tough because I have been living in an apartment and also like, it was really hard, swapping like two different places and trying to like visit home. And, I was homesick for a while, but I think it really did, benefit me well. I think I was stagnant in like my previous life back home in Texas. Not that it was a bad thing, but I just felt like there was more out in the world that I wanted to see. And Travel Nurse really did give me that opportunity to see more. I don't think I would have left home otherwise, but now, like, it's just crazy to think that I have been living, like, not with my parents for this long. And I miss them every day, of course. Like, I do try to go home at least 1 to 3 times a year, definitely two for sure, during like the holiday season and then like mid-July just to, celebrate Simba's birthday. But, I feel like I have grown so much in good ways. I have gotten to meet a lot of people, done a lot of things I never got to do before. And I feel like my relationship with my family is much stronger because of the time that we spend so much far apart, that when we do get to spend time together, whether that is a phone call or if I go see them or they go see me, like we just bond and just cherish the time that we have together, like no fighting, no negative things, just because like time is so short and we just want to fill it with like really good memories of being together. So it just makes like our relationship better. And I feel like during COVID, it might have been stressful because I come from a family of nurses and we're also stressed about the job, and just coming home and decompressing to one another was really like exhausting. But now that we're older and like have grown to like go different places, and we all have our separate lives, but I think it's so good that we can come together and bond and just really cherish the time that we have together. So I miss them a lot. And I hope to see them soon, hopefully the next coming weeks. But I am so honestly so grateful to have their support in all this. When I first went to New Jersey, my parents and I actually drove my car out there to New Jersey, and they didn't have to do that. Honestly, I could have shipped my car or whatever, but them coming on the journey with me was really supportive, and I just knew that everything was going to be okay. And even when I decided to come to California too, my dad and I drove together, and he drove like most of the way. He's so used to that, long driving, all of that. And again, I was so grateful for him for doing that, because they can see how happy this like change of environment makes me. And so I often talk to them about like sometimes they want me to come home because they miss me, of course, but then they know and tell me like, you look so much happier out there, you're doing so much. So I know it gives them joy to see that I'm growing even though they miss me. But I'm just so grateful to have their support. And of course, my brother, we see each other more often compared to my parents, but I'm so glad to also have his support in all of this. Like when I need someone to talk to, he's always there. So I'm glad to have that. And I'm so thankful to them, like utmost, just for carrying me on. To all the new friends that I have now that I've like given thanks to my housemates, my family, to all the new people that I've met on this journey, I am grateful for them, because I didn't really have a lot of friends my age when I came back home, because usually like people back home are like already married, have their own lives and moved out, which is like totally fine. And we all do our different things. And especially like when I moved to New Jersey, I was really alone. I didn't have anybody to talk to other than my relatives, which is fine, but it was really hard to make friends. And now like being in California, being in a community where everyone is so welcoming and so kind, like it just makes me feel at ease. Like I don't have to feel as alone as I did when I used to live in the East Coast. Not that living in the East Coast alone was a bad thing. It really wasn't, but it's just nice to have like a community of friends to like always hang out with. I'm never alone. So that's like a really cool thing. And I'm so grateful because I think I met really good lifelong friends. It's just like the experience has been so good. I honestly wish I came to California last in my travel nurse journey, because I really want to settle down here one day. I think I have the best that I can get, and I'm in the environment in the best way possible. So it's just like, I feel so grateful and thankful. And I hope that the next year that I'm like moving on and being here, that things will progress more. I get my own place. I go full time. Who knows? We have more adventures. We meet, a special someone, a special guy. I don't know. The possibilities are endless. And I just feel so happy to like be in a place and grow more and learn more. And so, yeah, I'm I'm just really thankful. It's a very short video, I know, but I just wanted to be sentimental at this time and thank everyone for their constant support, my family, my housemates, my new friends, my old friends. Just if you've supported me and through all of this, thank you so much. And I hope to make more content and make more beautiful memories here. Yeah, I'm just really thankful. So cheers.